This is clearly the before video of the house. I just want to give a walk around to see what the difference is after. It's a couple days after Christmas, so it's December 27th, 2022. And I'm going to have him do the roof over the breezeway here and over the garage to match the house, but also because that spot by those windows is rather worn from when the window was replaced, and it wasn't exactly the best job shingle wise. It doesn't leak, but I hate to do all this other work and then have those issues. So this is what everything looks like now. The garage awning, and above there's going to be a gable vent, I believe, unless we axe that, but it should be a gable vent up there, and the cedar shake, cedar impressions above there, and then the top gable end of this roof on both sides of the house, the wall. Alright, there's the side. So middle windows taken out, little windows added. That roof is a little angled at the top, but that's alright, not a big deal. It's a little sag, it's an older house. There's going to be gutters all along this side, and then on this short little roof here. So that'll be guttered because that gets a lot of water from half of the roof over where the tractor parks and then half of the barn. So I guess we'll continue around this way. So we're going to add gutter in this short section because, much like the other side, that gets a lot of water from half the garage roof and half the tractor bay roof. This board here should be replaced with AZEK board, the one where the siding tucks behind, and then of course all this will be sided. All these entryways are blocked off and closed because they're unused or boarded up in the past, haven't been used in a long time, so get rid of them. This gutter is awful, it's going away. I'm going to be redoing all the fascias, everything. Little basement window here was a window a long time ago and it broke. It was very old, single pane, rotted, so I boarded it up for like 6 years and then finally came back and replaced the window recently. So I have a little more light in the oil tank room. Just, you know, it's all just siding really. New soffit, bath fan vent up there. But can't wait to get rid of this line set. Kind of waiting till this unit dies because I don't want to mess with it now, but once it does, it's going to go into the house like the rest on the new system someday. And then it won't be so ugly. So yeah, some of the siding is just in really bad shape. The wood trim is ugly. These gutters are going to come down. Probably replace those end caps if I don't just have the gutters replaced. But I'm going to see how they look when they come down, and if it needs to be replaced, then I can let them know then, because that'll be the last item done on this. So yeah, that patch in where there was 3 windows up there, that'll finally match. Of course, they didn't have enough siding to match with the existing faded, ugly siding. There was an old pipe here where that cap is. There was like a vent for the bakery that was here a long time ago. This door was replaced because the other one was, I mean, about ready to fall off. It was very bad. All the windows are newer within the last couple of years. All Harvey Classics. They're all good windows, but the trims around them, a lot of them are ugly. They're going to redo this roof because it's rounded, and he's just going to kind of pull that off and make it kind of a straight roof so they can properly shingle it, match the house with that. What I'm going to do is he's going to wrap all the windows as well. The front door was replaced. We did that. Really nice front door. And the old trim on there was just awful. I always hated it. Really glad it's gone. He's going to redo the little roof over this window. I think that's really kind of everything. I'm going to pull that camera down. Kind of useless now anyway. Just remember that. So, yeah. Yeah, so that's everything. Look forward to having this all done. So here's the follow-up video to the first video I did. The first video I did was, I think, December of 22. It's now February of 24, so a little over a year. And the first video I did, I never intended for anyone to see. It was just kind of for my own record to look back, after doing so much work. But basically, everything's been done. It's been a year, and I figure by now, if anything was going to come apart or fall off, it probably would have. In the last year, we've had high winds and snow, as you can tell, and all kinds of weather. And this video is just kind of to help promote Derek Cook's Roofing Specialist, because frankly, they do an excellent job. They've done my house, with the exception of the barn, all of my roofs, all of the siding. They've basically done, for the most part, most of the exterior stuff on this house. They've done an excellent job. The difference in the house is big, because I hated the way the siding looked before. It was always just so plain and ugly. Now the color on here is called seagrass, and it just looks a lot better. So before we did this project, we didn't have the garage awning. I built and structured that and just did grace on top to make it watertight. The front door, I changed the front door, put on a storm door. We changed some windows on the garage. I took out the window, added 3, changed out a basement window. So I did kind of like the prep work, if you will, on some of this, and those guys came in and did all the trim work, made everything look pretty, made my work look good. And Derek's guys and crew are just top notch. They've since also done my brother's roof and siding job. They've done two family members, probably going to be doing a third and a fourth soon. He does a lot of work, and when we had our contracting division, he did all of our roofs from the additions we built, and I still recommend him to a lot of customers that we have all the time. Customers email me asking, who do you have for this? Who do you have for that? And when they ask for roofer, they get Derek, and I have other companies that we recommend as well. So if you're in this area, which is the Manchester, New Hampshire area, and you need good companies, send us an email. We'll send you the good companies, because if they stay busy, then good companies are staying busy, not bad companies, because there's plenty of bad companies out there, unfortunately. And there's not a lot of licensing in New Hampshire. So, fortunately, there are some bad ones here, and I guess there could probably really be anywhere. From the first video, there's just been so many changes. I'm probably going to forget most of them. But I've caused little scrapes and stuff on the trim and whatnot, like down there, because my tractor goes in that bay. So there's a little bit of something must have been dragged by the trim a little bit, some little scuff marks that would probably clean up pretty easy. They did this roof area up here, underneath here. They just made this pretty. It did gutters everywhere, absolutely everywhere. Ignore the barn. The barn's probably one of the next projects. It needs a lot of work. It's never really been taken care of. They did all the ends, the triangles, if you will, is the cedar shakes, which looks so much nicer. And yeah, from here to the other side. All right, we're on the other side of the barn. Nobody really wants to see that anyway. But they did the roof leading up to the barn. You kind of see where it goes vertical a little bit there. They did all AZEK there, and someday when that barn needs a new roof, I know who to call, because they do roofing better than I do. So, and mine doesn't come with a warranty like theirs does either. So yeah, the same kind of look throughout. Those stairs come out because the well's below it. But they did all the trim work on the house around it, and that little basement window, all new gutters everywhere. The other ones just didn't look good anymore, and if you're gonna spend that much money residing a house and your gutters don't look good, just do the gutters. It's not really that much more. And they just trimmed around everything. All my windows are new by me over the last couple of years, so I didn't need them to replace them, but they did trim around them, make them look like they're new. They look much better. I did get rid of that old line set that I was complaining about in the other video. I just hated the look of it, and I updated the condenser to something much newer, much more efficient than the old one. So all that runs through the house now in the basement, so nobody sees it. Looks better. The vent up there for the bathroom soffit vent for the bath fan, new vent there for both of those. And then we got this side. On the other side, I didn't mention it, but I did replace the Fortress, which covers the ductless line sets, in the gray color, because I just think it looks so much better than the white with this color. The white was fine on the white house, obviously, but in this case, the gray looks so much better. It doesn't really stand out, blends in the best. There's only 4 colors offered anyway, as of now. For all I know, they'll come a new one tomorrow. But so I put those on, and I like that breaker board, and then doing the cedar shake look on top just looks so much better. I replaced that storm door there. Before, the other one was, again, it was just awful and worn. There was a lot of stuff in the house was just tired, so it was nice to just redo everything. I want to say this gutter was the gutter I had on before. I don't think I had to have them replace it, but I had put that gutter on maybe 5 to 8 years before they did all the siding, so it really wasn't that old in the lifespan of gutters. So they did those things next to the windows. I'm drawing a blank on shutters. The shutters. And I put the storm door on after they were done, after they trimmed everything. New light, kind of just knew everything. There's no support underneath this window, which it technically didn't need before. But the new roof on top of that, and they roofed the top of that to match the roof they did years ago. So it looks all the same. From this angle, I probably can't really tell very much in the video, but it's all good. Only thing I really want to do now is finally paint those oil fill and vent pipes. It's on the list, as is a bunch of landscaping. But, you only do so much at one time. But one of my favorite things is definitely the garage awning. I absolutely love it. Those lights are on a motion sensor. I can have them any color I want. But the best thing about it is when it's raining and I'm in the garage doing stuff, and nothing, unless the wind is really blowing, all my stuff at the end of the garage doesn't get wet like it used to. It's really nice. Or if you're going up to the door to let yourself in, you're not getting rained on while you're trying to unlock it. It's just so much better. But I like how they were able to do gutters all the way around it, because it's a hip roof design. It goes down on the sides. So they did gutters on the front of the breezeway, all the way around the awning, and all down this side of the garage, and then of course down there. So it's just a whole lot better. I don't come to the top of my hill heading here and thinking, wow, the house looks like crap like I used to. It's just better, a lot better. So the amount of work they did, I think they are priced very fairly. They do excellent work. And Derek's a great guy. They've been around a long time. They have a lot of history, a lot of good reviews. As far as I understand, the best in the industry as far as the warranty goes on the shingles. I think my shingles are 50-year. I can't remember off the top of my head what my siding is. I'm sure it'll last a very long time. But if you need a siding, roofing, windows kind of company, Derek's excellent to work with. I can't recommend them enough. And if that were ever change, I'd take the video down. So if you see this video, still good. Still recommend them. All right. Hope everybody gets use out of this video and they see the quality of their work, the cuts, the details. You know, like I'll just show like up here, like the way they notched around the gutter a little bit in the trim work to make it all tie in really well. I mean, just the little details these guys did. You can, they're truly craftsmen. They excellent work. I'm very happy with everything they did. Nothing has come off or fallen off or had any issue. But it's all done well. So it's been a year and just over a year since everything's been completed. So I'm kind of glad I gave it some time. You know, anybody can make something look good and have it stay on for a short term, but to stay on and look good for the years following is really what shows quality work. So that's all I got to say. And yeah, give them a call if you need something. You won't go wrong. Have a good one.